Morning guys, welcome back to the daily drive. It's a Saturday morning and the roads should be a bit quieter, but for some reason there was a lot of traffic. You can see loads of traffic behind me, and I am late for my lesson, so you might see some untowardly driving. But yeah, some 20-mile-an-hour zone coming up, and then we shall be going let's see, towards the Finchley area, but nice and clear. And now have a look, 20-mile-an-hour zone, and this is make sure, I'm sure I've mentioned it before, whenever the speed changes to lower, you need to be at that speed limit before you get there, okay? And then when the speed limit changes to higher, then after you pass that speed limit, then you can increase your speed. So during the period that you are in any speed zone, you cannot be over that limit. So hope that was clear. But yeah, so for example, if it 23 already, look at that. If it was 20-mile-an-hour zone, then as you're approaching it, you've got to make sure that you 20 or less before you get there. And you can see 20 is actually really hard. You know, sometimes students are always complaining like, I can't stay at 20. I'm like, yeah, I know. The problem is sometimes you focus so much about staying at 20, you end up not looking on the roads enough. So yeah, unfortunately, pros and cons to it. But now you can see the speed limit changing. So as I pass it now, if safe to do so, then pick up. What students do is they see that sign of changing speed to higher, and just literally without thinking about the environment, accelerate straight away. So it doesn't mean just whack on the gas. Now I can't see right behind this bus. This is really important. Then you check, okay? Really important, those sort of junctions. So yeah, it doesn't mean whack on the gas, because the scenario might not have changed much. The speed limit has changed, but the situation, the environment might not have changed much at all. So you need to factor all of that in as part of your driving, that these speed limits are not just targets. Don't have to get to them all the time. It is all about appropriate speed and doing what is safe. So you still might have all the parked cars and everything around you, so just stay around 20. It doesn't matter. Then you decide when things open up a bit more, if it's safe to do the limits, then you do it, no problem at all. But yeah, so just keep that in mind. Let's see what we come across. It gets a little bit tighter further ahead. You can see everyone's shifting over the center part, making sure no cars are coming, and then that they've got space to move over if necessary. Keep an eye on tires. I always look at tire positions. Really helps me, because I know then if they're in their lane, I can sort of just about get to the line in my lane as well. That car's parking up, so I'm just going to overtake him. So yeah, that's important. It's been green for a while, so it might change. I'm going to check behind me, and as we approach, and there we go, just got through it. So now, in that scenario, there's two options I could have done. I could have, I'm speeding. I could have tried to stop, okay, because it was clear behind me, and that's when you should try and stop. And one of the sort of deciding factors is, if you hit the brakes, or press the brakes, I should say, you don't want to hit the brakes, but if you press the brakes, will you cause a bit of a problem or an accident behind you trying to stop on an amber? And if you think that you will, then you can go through the amber light, okay? But if you have time and it's safe to stop, then you should try and attempt to stop safely, okay? That's why you need to make sure you check behind you whenever you are accelerating, coming up towards a traffic light. Make sure you know what's behind you. If you are going to brake, then you've got a couple of things to think about. You need to make sure that you start braking early if you feel that the light is going to change, or if you feel that the car behind you is actually really tailgating you, really close. So you want to kind of slow them down a little bit at that moment, because if you think that the lights are going to change and then you are going to stop, then the car behind will probably hit you. There's a lady here right near a zebra crossing, and she's not there yet, so I can go. So that's how you got to factor it in. Always make sure you assume that people will use the crossing. So yeah, so sorry, but what I was saying is, yeah, if someone is tailgating you, then you need to kind of factor in and make sure that I'm thinking which way I should go. I should have gone the other way. So yeah, then you got to make sure you know which way I've totally lost my train of thought now. But yeah, so if you are thinking of stopping and someone is really close to you, you need to slow down early. The highway code says if someone tailgates you, actually try and increase your distance from the car in front of you. That gives it a safer sort of distance in case anything were to happen, in case the car in front suddenly stops and you are then going to stop. Or so it's a giveaway, it's really blind. Okay, so you can see I'm looking, that's it. Or the other reason is also that it allows the car behind to safely overtake and come back in front of you if you've left a nice sort of gap. So those are sort of things you can think about. I don't know if that made sense because I was jumping a few things in my head. So as we're turning into this road, look at the signs, one-way street all the way through, and pedestrians everywhere here. There's a station just there behind, so that's why. Look at the signs, no entry, but it's not for us, okay, because it's written the other way around. That's also important. Students have sort of spotted no entry signs. They're like, oh, it's no entry, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not written your way around. So so you have to think about that as well. Plus there were no entry signs. There were signs saying two-way, so from the section I had it was one way and then it's two. Now it's meeting scenarios. Tough one here. Look, this car's trying to move out, and then I'm peeking around the corner, looking at reflections in parked cars, looking as far as I can. Now I need to see if there's space for them to stop or me, but they've got two cars, so I'm going to try and pull up in this gap here, nice and smooth in and straighten up. There is a car behind me, so I need to think about the space and the gap, whether they can fit in as well. So I'm looking in my mirror as well, and if I can edge ever so slightly forward to give them more space, I'll do that without sacrificing too much. I like this new little buggy kind of VW for Sharon, that's wicked. The iBuzz, I think ID Buzz. Anyway, so yeah, that's how you deal with that scenario. Try and come in, get your car straight, and then you factor, you think about what's behind you. Okay, now we're coming up to the end of the road, mini roundabout coming up. We're going to go left, can't see anything. New speed limit popped up, see it? Okay, and I'm going to try and creep out, peep, and it's clear that side. Check this side. Sometimes the road's super narrow, so you also can't go then because the car that's on the main road will have priority. And this guy's wide. Wow, that's super wide. See how wide they were? Their tires are in their lane, so I'm good. Oh, it's 20 miles an hour and there's me flying over the speed limits. There you go. That's it. There you go. So 20 all the way through until we see another sign. There was a 30 sign, but that 30 sign was for the road opposite, so it's not for this road. Written on the ground as well multiple times as a reminder to myself. And you can see how easy it is to go over as well. Look, runners there, hazards galore, and up to the lights. Now continue 20 zone, so we're gonna go straight ahead. I am so late. But yeah, hopefully that little bit has helped you. This part is just a little bit more. There should be meeting scenarios coming up actually. Let me just hold off for a second, and I shall try and get that road. So on 20, continuing as we go. And then we're going to take the next left. Zebra crossings were there, pedestrians trying there. There's a car right behind me, so I'm going to continue going so that I don't affect the car on the main road as well. So that rule of the that H2 rule, you have to kind of take it, can't say with a pinch of salt, but it's you have to factor in how risky it will be to stop. Okay, so it's really important that you think about that as well. All right, meeting situation kind of road, loads of opportunities to think about passing places. I don't know what I was looking there, but pedestrians ahead. There's a park ahead, so sometimes with parks you can get kids you know, playing around, and those are all the little things you can start thinking about, especially soon. Summer holidays are going to come up, and that's when the roads are going to be busy with kids on their bikes and everything. So loads of things to factor in. But oh god, the speed. And then I didn't even check the speed limit. Actually, it should be actually 30 around here. But that's it for today. Hopefully that's helped you, and hopefully I shall see you guys on the next daily drive. See ya. Stop recording.